Crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Green Bay Packers. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to say.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. But now it'll be third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Washington nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Look good, though. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. One incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Good job.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
8-yard pickup.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On second down, it's Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score. Packers 14. Washington.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
10 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Pickup on the play. First down, Washington.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack on first down, Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Side here, and that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
One man in the backfield, that's Jones. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and goal.
Packers 24, Washington 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. Throw caught left side, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Shotgun, he'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that'll be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. I know he doesn't want to fumble loss by his name, but it was 4th down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually okay.
I'm just saying not all fumbles are created equal, and the defense would have had the ball there anyway.
Okay, so the defense gets credit now, right? Someone gets a nice little mark by their name, but it really doesn't hurt the other guy because he wasn't getting there anyway. I like that. Good job.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. This is caught. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
Yeah, they did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. They'll run here with Dillon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and 14. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, Jones. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers, touchdown, Packers. From 4 yards out. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Packers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.